Hi there, welcome along. Another general reading for heading into the latter days of August, in the great turning of the wheel. General energies at the moment, and just as ever to say, how I read, they are states to work with, each card, and you're either moving towards something you want to bring into your life, etc., or develop a relationship with, or you're moving away from something that you want to, literally move away from, or release, or move beyond. So that's it. This for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates, and yeah. Interesting cards. Storm has just finished here, so they've changed up completely, but there's still cards that are coming up the last while regularly. But there's a kind of a new shift in the energies. So we start out with the Seven of Swords. There he is, and my little cat is here joining us. Hey. Anyway, Seven of Swords. Okay, moved through the stations, got over the halfway point, learned many of the things for each station, strategy, thinking, emotionally incisive, being able to defend, self-aware, etc. Seven, confident. Seven has got into the enemy camp and stolen the swords, got the swords, used cunning and stealth and confidence and a certain amount of experience. It may not be the most elegant state in terms of the swords, but it's still a win, okay? It's just not a very, very elegant win, but it's a win all the same. And it's about gathering up one's really mental conceptions as well, and being able to look after oneself, etc. So crossing that, we've got another seven, Seven of Wands, right? So, two sevens. Same thing, gone past the halfway mark, developing confidence, gathering up, battling though, still battling, but in a good position, moving forward. To me, earthy kind of spirituality as well, practical, wands, you plant them, defend with them, build with them. So, the sevens, these are good positions, but there's a lot of kind of action and moving and doing and strategy and engagement, but it's pretty good, and I think it does reflect, there is an awful lot going on, and even in the sense that people are preparing for the next season, the next turning of the wheel as we head towards Samhain. So there would be a lot of kind of gathering up as well of resources. Conscious is the Queen herself on the throne, Queen of Swords. Really good. Sovereign state, she's travelled through all the houses, top of the royal house. She's learned all of the different levels, and she now sits there and holds them with great capacity. Well able to look after herself, well able to look after her own thinking as well. Concepts, self-sovereignty, self-care. It's a good position for the conscious mind. So that's, I have to say, pretty good. And but for the unconscious now, we have her knight, Knight of Swords. He is her knight. He's in the royal house as well. So he will quest for her. He will go off, fast moving, quick thinking, moving ahead, getting things done, no more time for hesitation, really kind of more clear about what's happening, and the lay of the land. Pretty good, lovely balance. So you've got the 2 sevens there, we've got the Queen and her Knight of Swords. So there's a certain amount of equilibrium going on there. In and just moving out, I mean, another royal, the King of Cups. Okay, this is Lord, like, the Queen has journeyed through all the stations, learnt all the lessons, sits on the throne of emotional capacity. This came up in the last reading. You had the 2 queens. There is this element that at the moment, just to hold the balance between emotional sovereignty and kind of mental conceptual sovereignty, and merging the two and keeping them both there. So that's really, really nice. It is the King of capacity in that regard, and quite spiritual. Lovely balance. Coming in every reading at the moment has, it seems to be, the 10 of Wands. It's just, and for quite some time. So 10 got through all the stations up to the 10, about to head out into the royal house now, gathered up all the wands, heading back. It's been a tough fight, it's been tough, but has them. This is coming in now, has the gathered up capacity, wherewithal capacity, spiritual capacity, earthy capacity. So much to be done with those 10 of wands now. Not necessarily completion, but a gathered up stage, and now to move further into the royal house as well. Pretty nice, and a nice kind of balance. We've got a lot of sword and wands, as well. What are we? The big self. I call it the big self. The major arcana, justice. Okay, really, there's so much going on at the moment with regard to justice, and that's really coming to a head. And there's a lot of injustice. People are seeking justice. There is an imbalance in justice, and is it now coming to the point where it's being dealt with in some shape or form? People have to, because it's in the position of the big self, are having to look at the archetype of their own sense of justice in their own lives and how they operate, and how the life is going on around them with regard to justice. It's a big thing, excuse me. It's a very big thing. It's very good because, justice is there. Justice is around at the moment with all of this. Okay, next card, Major Arcana. We have the Pale Rider. Behold the Pale Rider, the Pale Horse. There we go. Death. Yeah. So, death. This is in the environment. So, it could make a reference to, there's a lot of upheaval and strife. There's a lot of people who aren't well at the moment as well. And then it's a major arcana on a deeply archetypal, in the environment, big letting go of stuff with regard to people's environments, shifting things up, changing things up. And death, it's the ultimate. It's like, okay, this has to go, this has to change, this doesn't suit anymore, this has to die. Yeah. So, look, that is, whatever it is to people really in their lives, but it is the ultimate kind of transformation. And it's with regard to, I think, the entire process that's going on at the moment, where people are going through huge transformations, and that's part of that process. Next up, so it's in a strange position. It's in the hopes and expectations, the 5 of Pentacles. So that's yeah, okay. Look, it's a controversial card. It's 5. It's the midway point. You've started something. You've got halfway. You're building it or moving away from something. It's a state, and you realise something has to be fixed. Okay. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to be left injured, etc. 5 of Pentacles. It has a stronger reference to the wherewithal in the world as well. People, I think, are very conscious of their security at the moment, in terms of getting by and preparing for the winter. So, yeah. But technically it's fixing something. Now is the time to adjust this, whatever it is, and fix it. So 2 cards came out at the same time. So I wonder, is this a good clarifier, because this is an extra card for that. We'll see. I will clarify it. The next card is the Ace of Wands. Lots of wands coming up. So the Ace is new beginning, bestowing from above, practical, very auspicious for practical, spiritual, moving forward. Extra help from the divine bodes well. Okay, moving forward. Maybe fixing this and moving forward with help from above. And the second extra card that came out, more wands. There we are. The 9 for the 10. So Ace of Wands, 9 of Wands. He got his wands. He's a bit bruised and battered, but he got them. And it was a hard fight. But he learned so much and developed this confidence and ability. And so it's an ongoing process, and the new Ace of Wands is in to show this is, keep on, this is working, and it is a gathering up. It is hard work, but there is a momentum and a trajectory around it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clarify the 5 of Wands. Ooh, cards falling. The 5 of Wands in that particular position. With the Leonardo da Vinci cards. But as I said before in the last week, this is, even with everything going on, this is a time of harvest, and this is a time of celebration. In that archetypal circle of the wheel, connected to the land, gathering up, saying thank you, collecting up for what's coming, So sometimes not to get so lured into the external paradigms. Major Arcana came up to clarify that. Yeah, the Hierophant. Okay, that's just, it's big structure. It's just big structure stuff, big organized structure stuff, big worldly, a little bit more masculine structure. So very much tied in with the 5 of Pentacles naturally, and a lot of the changes that are going on. But the Ace is coming in, 9 of Wands, work has been done, etc., etc. It's pretty good. So this was preceded by the Death, Major Arcana. Justice will lead to the shedding and the death of what's not working, recalibrating the 5, what needs to be fixed. A lot to do with higher structure. Ace is coming in to enhance the work that's already been done with the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Busy, 7 of Swords, stealth and winning. 7 of Wands, stealth and winning. The Queen herself is there of Swords with her Knight, and the King is here with his cups. He's to keep some balance in all. Look, it's a busy kind of busy. There's movement. There's the movement that was already happening. It's still happening. Maybe a little bit. it was a little bit more behind the scenes, but it's definitely kind of more coming out, things to be fixed, things to be let go of. And justice, may justice prevail. Okay, listen, I'm going to leave that there, and I hope that helps. It's certainly, this reading ties in with a lot of the just keeping an eye on the general energies at the moment on a more regular basis. So it just seems to be a continuum of that path. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, that's it. Okay, listen. I'll see you all again. Okay, thanks. Bye.